Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Today we're going to be installing a dash cam that's an OEM style dash cam. You know how sometimes when you're ordering your car or truck and they say install dash cam and you can place it with your order? This is what this is going to be. This is a little bit more affordable though. It's not like those ones they charge at the dealer. They're charging some big dough to have you do the installs through their parts. So this one right here, this setup right here will run you under 200 bucks, and it's pretty much plug and play. So this is the box it comes in. I'm going to show you what's in the contents of the box, and then I'm going to go outside and we're going to install it. So I've done dash cams before, but this one, it should be fairly easy as well, because again, it should plug and play right to your factory harness. So you don't have to buy anything extra. When you see the link in the description, and I highly recommend that when you look at the link in the description, make sure you're choosing the right year. They're labeled A, B, B, C, C, like that, so, and D, D. So this is C, since I have a 24 high country. And you can see, you already see the harness and everything, the two options there you can install. But let me move this out of the way first, and I'll show you the dash cam, and then we'll get back to the harnesses, because I know that's what you're here to see. So this, as you can see, looks exactly like what's this part of the car right here looks exactly like what's in the high country. So you can see here you've got power, and you can do camera there on those little icons right there. That's power and that's camera. And then on the side here, there should be an SD card slot somewhere. Yep, there it is right there. There's an SD card slot right there. So this basically is just going to take off the factory portion that's on your truck right now, and then this replaces that, and then you just tuck the hot wires away and plug this part into the camera. It's super simple. So again, make sure when you're choosing your camera that you're choosing the right one for your year and vehicle. Don't make a mistake, because I originally said A. I wasn't looking at the I wasn't looking at the years. I was looking at the design I wanted, but it has to be, and they're pretty much all the same. They just look different on the box area. So make sure if you have a 24 high country, you should be using the link in the description. So let's put this aside for a second, and let's go ahead and show you the rest of the contents. Now you can install this two different ways. This is like the ultimate kit, folks. It gives you everything in the box. You shouldn't have to buy anything, and there's nothing else in that box. All right, so after the camera, you get the harnesses. This is the most important part here. You make sure you choose the right truck, man. So in here, you see you get an SD card, and they don't just give you any SD card. Some places give you like 32, 16. They give you 128. This should last you for quite some time on the loop. Now, if you're going to run, now the great part about this kit is I can run it either way I want to run it. I can run it directly. If your car has, because not all of the models have the power to the mirror up to that area. Not all of them have that. But if you do, like mine, this is the one you want to do, because it's simply plug and play, no wires to run, no taking apart the truck or anything. But if you don't have that, you have the option to run it down to your OBD sensor. And you just run it along the window and run it down to the sensor. It's super simple, super easy. But this obviously is the one I'm going to be using, because I can hide these little wires away up in the mirror. And that's going to be it. Sorry about that. Got a phone call. But no, this is the one that I'm going to use for my truck, because it's the right way I can install it on mine. I can take the easy route. As you see here, you get a pry tool, which is right. I mean, you should with the kits that come out today. A lot of kits don't do that. And then you get the instructions manual, and you get some zip ties. I mean, there's pretty much no way to mess this up unless you like break something, because it's a plug and play harness. You just unplug your, and they even have it in color, man. Like there's, it's just, wow. Yeah, this is gonna be super easy to get this going. So you will need to use this application right here, Skycam, because this one doesn't obviously have a monitor. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to go ahead and go into my app right now and show you this is what you need to do. You scan the QR code, it'll pop open a different window, and then it'll go to the App Store, and just like that, that's what'll happen. And then you install it. So make sure you get Skycam and everything. So Real quick while I'm on this page, power button, turn on the camera, press the button once, turn off the camera, long press for 5 seconds. Mine will never, I'm not gonna ever turn this on. To turn on and off the camera, off the Wi-Fi, press the power button once and the camera's working. So when the camera is on or off, just press it once. Now, the photo button here, you can take a photo by pressing the button. You can long press. You reset it by long pressing. So these are pretty simple. That's how you format. These are pretty simple things here if you just want to take. I don't know too many people that take photos with their dash cams, but it's definitely possible. I would recommend you just let it keep recording, and that's pretty much it. But we're gonna go ahead and go out to the truck and get this installed. Pretty simple install. Again, I like how they do this. It looks OEM. It's hidden away kind of at the top of the truck, and it replaces your factory box at the top. Dash cam and everything is all in this area. So make sure you clean this with a microfiber cloth before you put it up there. You know, I didn't touch it, but I'm still gonna clean it again. So I'm gonna go ahead and while I have it here, I'm gonna go to remember to put the SD card inside the house. Because if you drop an SD card outside, man, it's, you drop it in the car, you drop them down into places, it gets annoying. So that's how the SD card goes in. You just press it in like that. And I like that this is easily accessible, even, you know, so you don't have to keep removing it. You ever had those dash cams where you have to kind of slide it off to get to the camera, the car, you have to take the whole camera off. Not like this. This again replaces your entire box, and I like that. And these are not a lot, man. This looks so subtle. It's gonna be really nice. So let's go out to the truck and let's get this thing installed. All right, so the first thing you need to do is take this pry tool and run it along this area here, and then this will pop out, and it'll be very simple. It just kind of goes in. I always just slide it along like this and go around. You can hear the snap. Let me get the rest of this off and then we'll come back. Okay, I got it off, but before I start doing the rest of the install, I want to show you these side by side to show you how it's going to look. This is the way you know if you got the right one. The factory one looks a little bit bigger. I'm gonna see how that works out. Like around this area right here, it looks bigger, but I don't know if that's just because of the camera area. But I'm gonna test fit it real quick before I start doing all the plugs. Okay, so I did test fit it up. It's a good fit. I was kind of unsure. You're gonna have to hit it really hard to get the snaps in because it's not OEM, but once you get them in there, it's gonna work. So let me go back to the wiring harness now and show you how that looks. Okay, so you're gonna unplug this factory harness right here, this cable, and you're gonna plug it into the harness here, and then this harness will go into the factory spot right there. After you plug it in, take your zip tie to this area because you're gonna have to tuck these wires. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off right here, and then I'm gonna put the rest of it on and then plug in the actual camera. Now here it is all snapped in. I just gotta put the cover on, but the camera's plugged in now. And all the cables are hidden up, and we're gonna get the app out, see if we can see the view on this thing, and go for a ride. Okay, my camera and everything still works. So everything is good. Now, when the truck powered up, I could hear the camera talking. I have no warnings on the dash or anything, and that's all good. So now I'm gonna show you the application, and we'll go for a ride. Okay, so after you get the camera connected with the Wi-Fi, first you want to go in, and the passcode is pretty simple. It's in your instruction manual. It's gonna be something like 1, 2, 3, 4 something. But this is my camera right here, and after you get it connected. It'll be there. Then you go back to the app, it'll connect, and then you'll see the actual view. There it is. So the app is pretty straightforward and standard. With this dash cam not having a viewfinder, I'm okay with that. So you can see my resolution there. It's set to 4K because I chose up to 4K, so I can do full HD, 2K, 4K. I'm gonna put it to HD because I'm gonna be running this continuously, and I want to save as much of that SD card as I can. So, I guess I gotta connect back to the camera. I heard the camera say stop recording or something like that, but that's how, anyway, that's how you change it. These are the settings and stuff that you can do. You can do your park. Yeah, camera disconnected. But that's the application. It's pretty simple. Once you connect it once, you'll be able to just continuously go back in and connect it over and over again. And it connects on the first try. But I've noticed that if I want to use this while I'm driving, my car takes over, and the camera, the camera wants to be, the car wants to be priority. Let me see if it'll work this time. There you go, it changed. And so you go down here to collision sensor. You can do middle. Parking monitor, definitely want to turn that on. Parking time recorder, yep, want to turn that on. Well, no, I don't want to turn parking time recording because it's gonna record all the time with that for 12 hours. So maybe if I was at a situation where I was gonna leave my car somewhere, then yeah. So now that I'm back out of settings, let's see if it goes straight back to the view, if it's still connected. Because I have my car turned off. Yeah, so you gotta connect it every time. But that is it, man. That's a pretty simple, straightforward, plug and play installation type camera system, and it looks factory. That looks factory. It looks really good. It looks factory. And you can also tilt like this with your car in view. Anyway, there it is, man. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Wow, what a beautiful camera. 1080p should be more than enough. I'll give you a night drive and a day drive as well. All right, guys, here's a quick look at a day drive. Obviously, in the daylight, you're going to get the best quality. A little bit of reflection off the front there because it's so sunny out. You can kind of see the vents through reflecting against the glass, but that's okay. We're looking at the content that we're recording, which will be cars and street lights, just making sure everything is safe on the road. So at night, you probably won't have any of those issues with any kind of reflection, and also in the evening time when it's not as sunny out. But nonetheless, this footage is actually really good, and I didn't expect anything less. I mean, this is a dash cam. Dash cams are needed by today's standards, and this one right here is actually really solid quality. And I turned it down to 1080p for the longevity of the SD card. So I'll see you guys on the night drive. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and close out this video with a night drive. So it's later on in the day. It's about 7 o'clock at night at this point, I believe. And I am just riding out on the road to head to the store once again. But this is the footage, what it's going to look like for you guys at night. And I think this is pretty good footage for a dash cam. And it's actually solid enough to pick up an accident, or something happens in front of you and someone needs to get the footage. This is going to be very clear. Now, my truck also has LED headlights. So if your truck has halogen headlights, like the more yellowy, it should still be pretty clear. But I think the LED headlights just make it just so much better. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, leave you guys with this night drive, and the link to this is in the description. If you have a 22 to 24, this is actually really solid, man. You need to grab one of these ASAP. I think it's totally worth it. It integrates well to the truck. Link to purchase is down below.